Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've got some juicy AITA stories to dive into, straight from Reddit's wild corners. We're talking friendships, family drama, and some tough calls. If you love these kinds of stories, give a like and subscribe to catch more. Ready to get started? Story 1. Am I the asshole for threatening to kick my friend's girlfriend out of my car for smoking weed? It was just another Tuesday when my buddy Jake called me up, sounding desperate. His beat-up sedan had finally given out, coughing its last breath in a cloud of exhaust, and he needed a ride to downtown for some errands. I'm not one to leave a friend stranded, so I swung by to pick him and his girlfriend Sarah up in my trusty Honda. It's a 30-minute drive, not too bad, but I keep my car clean since my little sister Emma borrows it for school runs. The last thing I need is her rolling up to class smelling like a dispensary. We hit the road, windows down, music low, and Jake's chatting about his car troubles. About 5 minutes in, I catch a whiff of something skunky. I glance over, and Sarah's lighting up a joint, casual as if she's sipping a coffee. My stomach twists. I don't have a problem with weed, but not in my car. Hey Sarah, I say, keeping my tone light. Could you not smoke in here? My sister uses the car and I don't want it smelling like weed. She rolls her eyes but stubs it out on her shoe, muttering, "Fine." Jake shoots me an apologetic look, and we keep going. 10 minutes later, I'm mid-sentence when that familiar smell hits again. Sarah's at it, puffing away like I never said a word. My grip tightens on the wheel. "Sarah, come on. I asked you to stop. I can't have my car reeking." She sighs dramatically, puts it out again, and mumbles something about me being uptight. Jake's quiet, staring out the window like he's suddenly fascinated by the scenery. I let it slide, thinking maybe she just forgot. But then, with 10 minutes to go, she lights up again. Smoke curls around the car, and I'm done. I pull over to the shoulder, turn to her, and say, "Sarah, if you keep smoking, I'm kicking you out. I'm serious." I didn't yell, didn't curse, just laid it out. Her face crumples and she starts crying, full-on sobbing like I'd screamed at her. Jake's jaw drops. "Dude, it's not a big deal," he says. "We're almost there. It's just a little smoke." I'm floored. A little smoke? My sister's got asthma, and I'm not about to explain to our mom why her car smells like a music festival. Sarah's sniffling, clutching her bag like I'm some monster. Jake's giving me the "you're overreacting" look, but I'm not budging. I start driving again, and the rest of the ride is dead silent. When we get downtown, Sarah bolts out, still teary, and Jake mutters, "That was harsh, man. I don't get it. It's my car, my rules. I wasn't rude, didn't cuss her out, just set a boundary." But now I'm wondering if I came off too strong. Back home, I aired out the car for hours, sprayed it down with Febreze, and checked every inch to make sure Emma wouldn't catch a hint of weed. Jake texted later saying Sarah's really upset and I should apologize. Apologize? For what? Keeping my car clean? I'm not running a smoke shop on wheels. Still, her crying keeps replaying in my head, and Jake's acting like I'm the bad guy. I thought I was clear, but maybe I could have handled it softer? I don't know. Am I the asshole for threatening to kick her out? Story 2. Am I the asshole for telling my sister her attitude is why she can't find a boyfriend? Growing up, my half-sister Lily and I were inseparable. At 19 and 20, we're so close people mistake us for twins. We share everything: secrets, clothes, late-night snacks. But there's one thing about Lily that drives me up the wall: her attitude. When she doesn't get her way, it's like a storm rolls in. Silent treatments, snappy remarks, or straight-up yelling, she's got it all. It's worse when it's about my looks or my disability, which she knows is a sore spot. Her comments cut deep, but I usually let them slide to keep the peace. We're on a family vacation now, a rare chance to bond, but Lily's making it miserable. We're stuck together, exploring shops and beaches, and every move I make seems to set her off. If I suggest a store, she scoffs at my taste. If I pick up a cute dress, she mutters, "It's not my style," with an eye roll. One day, I wanted to check out a bookstore, and she snapped, "Why bother? You won't read it." It's exhausting, like walking on eggshells. I bite my tongue, but the tension's building. Things hit a boiling point today. Lily asked me to carry her shopping bags. Fine, I'm used to helping out. But when I handed her the wrong one by mistake, she lost it, yelling in the middle of the street about how useless I am. Later, at a gas station, she chewed me out for not jumping to help her pump gas, even though I was juggling my own stuff. The final straw came at lunch. Mom asked for restaurant ideas, and I suggested a cute taco place. Lily rolled her eyes, groaned, and went silent, acting like I'd ruined her day. Back at the hotel, she started venting to Mom about her love life. "I can't find a decent guy," she whined. "Why can't I get a boyfriend, but she does?" Pointing at me like I'm some mystery. I snapped. Years of her snide comments, her tantrums, her attitude, it all poured out. Maybe if you didn't act so shitty all the time, guys would actually stick around, I said. The room went quiet. Lily's face fell and she stormed off, clearly hurt. Mom was furious, saying I was too harsh and owed Lily an apology. I don't regret it. Lily's attitude isn't just a quirk, it's toxic. She treats me like her personal punching bag, then wonders why her relationships fizzle. I've seen guys try with her. They start off charmed, but her snapping and sulking drive them away. I'm not her therapist, but I'm tired of pretending it's fine. Still, Mom's guilt-tripping me, saying family should lift each other up, not tear each other down. I get that, but why am I always the one smoothing things over? Lily's barely spoken to me since, and the vacations turned into this awkward standoff. I keep replaying the moment. Maybe I could have said it kinder, or privately, but it felt like the truth needed to come out. She's not a bad person, just impossible sometimes. Mom thinks I'm the jerk, but I'm not sure. Was I too blunt? Should I have just kept quiet and let her figure it out? I love her, but I can't keep eating her attitude like it's nothing. Am I the asshole for telling her the truth about why she's single? Story 3. Am I the asshole for not asking my friend's daughter to be my flower girl? Wedding planning is supposed to be all joy and sparkles, but here I am, stressed out over a flower girl drama. My fiancé and I got engaged last month, and we threw a small party to celebrate with close friends. Among them was my best friend Tara, whose 7-year-old daughter Mia adores us. Mia's been talking about throwing petals at our wedding since she saw my ring, so picking her as our flower girl was a no-brainer. Her excitement is infectious. She's already practicing her aisle walk in her living room. At the party, everyone's laughing, toasting, and sharing stories. Then, out of nowhere, my friend Lisa, who I'm not as close with, pipes up in front of the whole group. So, is my daughter Ellie going to be a flower girl too? Ellie's only one, barely walking, and not particularly bonded with us. The room goes silent. I freeze, caught off guard. It felt like Lisa was fishing for an invite, maybe because she saw Tara's kid getting the spotlight. I mumbled something vague about finalizing plans and changed the subject, but the vibe was off. It was such an awkward spot to put me in. Why ask that in front of everyone? Since then, Lisa's been texting, asking to meet one-on-one. I'm dreading it. I'm pretty sure she's going to bring up the flower girl thing again, probably framing it as feeling left out of our friend group. I get it, nobody wants to feel excluded, but her question at the party felt more like envy than a genuine request. Plus, I don't think a 1-year-old is cut out for the role. I've seen Ellie. She's cute but wobbly, and I can't imagine her toddling down the aisle without a meltdown. Also, Lisa's super strict about not posting her kid's face online due to AI concerns, which is fair, but I'm not about to have wedding photos with an emoji over Ellie's face. That's not the vibe I want for our album. I'm torn. Part of me feels bad. Lisa's clearly upset, and I don't want to seem like I'm playing favorites. But it's our wedding, and we chose Mia because she's special to us. Lisa didn't even ask privately. She put me on the spot, which felt rude and pushy. Now I'm bracing for this meetup, trying to figure out how to say no without sparking a fight. I don't want to come off as cold, but I'm frustrated. Why should I have to justify our choice? It's not like we're obligated to include every kid we know. The stress is eating at me. I was so excited about the wedding, picking flowers, tasting cakes, but this drama's tainting it. Tara's thrilled for Mia, and I don't want to dim that by adding Ellie just to appease Lisa. I keep wondering if I'm being too harsh, though. Maybe I should have handled the party moment better, offered a kind explanation instead of dodging it. But Lisa's pushiness makes it hard to feel sympathetic. I just want our day to feel authentic, not like a compromise to soothe someone's jealousy. Am I the asshole for not wanting Ellie as a flower girl and feeling frustrated about Lisa's behavior? Story 4. Am I the asshole for wanting my parents to pay me back the money my brother stole from me? Living at home while saving for college is tough enough without my 14-year-old brother, Ethan, turning into a pint-sized thief. For nearly 2 years, cash has been vanishing from my room. I don't keep much on hand. Maybe $20 here, $50 there from odd jobs like dog walking or tutoring. I used to leave it on my desk thinking it was safe in my own space, but then it'd disappear and I'd get chewed out by Mom for losing it. I'd rack my brain, retracing steps, wondering if I'd dropped it somewhere. Deep down, though, I suspected Ethan. About a year ago, I confronted him after $30 went missing from my desk. He laughed, admitted he took it 2 years back, and acted like it was no big deal. I was furious but let it go, thinking he was just a kid being dumb. I never got that money back, and he didn't seem sorry. Since then, I've tried hiding my cash in drawers under books, but I'm forgetful, and it's a pain to play hide and seek in my own room. So I went back to keeping my wallet in my purse, which stays in my bedroom. Big mistake. This summer, home from uni, Ethan's sticky fingers went into overdrive. In 3 months, he swiped over $150 from my wallet, $20 one week, $40 another, even a crisp $50 I'd just earned. He also nabbed my earbuds and 2 cans of hard seltzer from the fridge. I'm broke, scraping by on part-time gigs to save for school. Every dollar matters, whether it's for textbooks or just a coffee to keep me sane. Losing my stuff feels like a punch in the gut, especially when I'm busting my ass to make ends meet. I finally told my parents, hoping they'd make Ethan cough up the cash. Instead, they blamed me. "You should hide your stuff better," Dad said, like I'm supposed to live like a spy in my own house. Mom shrugged it off, saying, "He's just a kid who's been stealing for years." I get that it's not their fault Ethan's a klepto, but I'm desperate. I want to ask them to pay me back the $150 plus he's taken. It's not just about the money, it's the principle. Why should I lose out because they won't discipline him? I've tried talking to Ethan, but he just smirks or denies it, even when I catch him red-handed. I can't lock my room. Our house doesn't have bedroom locks, and Mom thinks it's unnecessary. I do have a bank account, but with odd jobs, I often get paid in cash and don't always have time to deposit it before Ethan strikes. I'm not asking for a fortune, just what's mine. But now I'm second-guessing. My parents already cover some of my expenses, and asking for this might make me seem ungrateful. Plus, Ethan's their baby. They might think I'm overreacting. Still, it's my money, earned through late nights and sweaty shifts. I shouldn't have to guard it like Fort Knox. I'm dreading the conversation, picturing Mom's sigh or Dad's lecture about responsibility. But every time I check my wallet and find it lighter, I get madder. Should I just eat the loss and invest in a safe? Or am I right to push for what's mine? Am I the asshole for wanting my parents to pay me back for Ethan's theft? Story 5. Would I be the asshole for telling my mom her dogs aren't allowed on our family vacation? Planning a family vacation is supposed to be fun, but I'm already bracing for a fight with my mom over her 2 half Yorkie, half Maltese dogs, Peanut and Jelly. Those pups are her whole world, but they're a walking disaster when it comes to food. It all started last year at my place. I'd left a bag of barbecue potato chips on the counter, thinking nothing of it. I stepped out for a minute, and when I came back, the bag was shredded, chips everywhere, and orange dust coated my kitchen like a crime scene. Peanut and Jelly sat there, licking their chops, looking proud. It got worse. At a family pizza night, I set a fresh pepperoni pie on the table and turned to grab sodas from the fridge. In less than a minute, I returned to find half the pizza gone, the other half trampled by tiny paws and sauce smeared across my carpet. The dogs were standing in the wreckage, wagging their tails like they'd won a prize. I was livid but tried to laugh it off, until it happened again. At another get-together, I asked Mom to keep them in the backyard. She swore she would, but somehow they got inside, tore open 2 bags of hamburger buns, devoured $40 worth of seasoned raw burger meat, and polished off a block of cheddar. My kitchen looked like a tornado hit it. That was it. I banned her dogs from my house. Mom didn't take it well. She stopped coming over, choosing her dogs over me. It stings, but I can't keep cleaning up their messes. Now I'm planning a big family vacation, renting a nice cabin for everyone. My sister's bringing her well-behaved pit bull Luna, who's chill and doesn't destroy everything. But I know Mom will want to bring Peanut and Jelly, and I'm not having it. I can't spend the whole trip guarding every snack, worrying they'll ruin the cabin I put a deposit on. I've tried reasoning with Mom before. I've asked her to watch them closely, but she's either too lax or just can't control them. At past gatherings, she'd say, "Oh, they're just hungry," while they're diving into someone's plate. My sister suggested I tell Mom to keep a tight leash on them, but history shows that won't work. I'm ready to put my foot down and say her dogs aren't welcome, even though Luna's coming. I know it'll spark drama. Mom might skip the trip altogether, and I'll feel guilty for excluding her, but I want one family event that's not chaos. I keep picturing the cabin's pristine rugs covered in pizza sauce or torn-up bread bags scattered across the floor. I'm not rich. That deposit matters. And honestly, I just want to relax with my family, not play dog police. Still, I'm nervous. Mom's sensitive about her babies, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. But I've cleaned up enough of their messes, and I'm done. Is it fair to let Luna come but not Peanut and Jelly? Or am I being too harsh, knowing how much those dogs mean to her? Would I be the asshole for telling my mom her food-crazed dogs can't come on our family vacation? Story 6. Am I the asshole for not telling my sister the real reason I didn't want to help her on a trip and causing a fight with my mom? I'm 19, and my life's already a juggling act with school and family, but my sister Becky's got a knack for tossing in extra chaos. She's got 4 kids under 8, and I'm her go-to babysitter. Free of charge, no complaints. Whether it's date nights, weddings, or just her needing a break, I'm there, wrangling her crew. But last week, she threw me a curveball. She called, asking if I'd go with her to New Jersey to buy some things. It's a 2-hour drive each way, and I said no, not feeling up for it. She hung up, clearly annoyed. The next day, she called again, pushing harder. I said no again, and that's when she spilled the real reason. She wanted to shop with a friend, but her husband wasn't cool with her taking all 4 kids alone on such a long trip. She gave me 2 options: go with her to help with the kids or watch them at her place. I picked babysitting, but I didn't tell her why I refused the trip. Truth is, the last time I went to New Jersey with her was a nightmare. Her kids were screaming, fighting, spilling snacks everywhere, and I ended up playing referee in a cramped car while Becky shopped for hours. I swore I'd never do it again. I told our mom about the babysitting plan, thinking it was no big deal. Bad move. Mom flipped, saying Becky takes advantage of me and it's not my job to fix her husband's concerns. She went off, insisting I shouldn't watch the kids on principle and that Becky's husband should step up. Mom even said I wasn't allowed to babysit. I was stunned. She's never been this intense about it. So I called Becky back and backed out. She called me an asshole, saying she'd been dying to go to New Jersey and I knew it. I thought that was the end of it, but oh boy was I wrong. Turns out Mom was also heading to New Jersey that day and called Becky to ask if she needed anything. Becky hung up on her, which set Mom off. Then Becky vented to our other sister, Rue, who backed me up, remembering how awful that last trip was. Now Becky's blaming me for starting a whole family feud by telling Mom, claiming I should have just been honest about why I didn't want to go. My other 2 sisters agree, not about saying no, but about me dragging Mom into it instead of telling Becky the truth up front. I feel like this got way out of hand. Maybe I should have just said, Becky, last time was hell, I'm not going. But I didn't want to hurt her feelings or start a fight. Now everyone's mad and I'm stuck in the middle. Becky thinks I betrayed her, Mom's fuming at Becky, and my sisters are side-eyeing me for not handling it better. I love helping Becky, but I'm not her personal childcare service. Still, I keep wondering if I could have avoided this mess by being straight with her. Was I wrong to keep quiet about the real reason? Am I the asshole for not telling Becky the truth and causing this family drama? Thanks so much for listening until the end. If you enjoyed these AITA stories, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's next. Which story surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. See you soon.